picks of Equinage for Saratoga on July 3rd is Thursday, opening day at Saratoga. You are watching the simulation of the first race according to Equinage.com. Don't forget to register your free user. 3 free races per day. You can try, you can test this website, the best one to handicap the US horse racing, as you can see, and then you can subscribe. So you can have the free user and try by yourself the effectiveness of this powerful tool. The Scotty picks at the top. 55% of winning rate, the top 2 picks in average in all the races for all the tracks in the US. And it moved to race 11, but we are back to race number 1. Then you have the long shot, 11 to 14% of winning rate, depending on the type of race. This column, the win percentage based on stats, is independent from this machine learning algorithm that gets the Scotty picks. So when they match, that is a very good signal for those horses. The pace, the initial speed of the horses, the SOR strength of race, the competitive level of each horse in average. This is the competitive level of the race. The record for the horse and the race at distance, and the GSR, the pedigree of the horse in one number for this distance and surface, especially useful when the races are over 7 furlongs or more, any type of distance. More stat info here, the complete record of the horse since his debut in this case, and the workouts, even the campaign of the stallion, the dam, especially useful to check precautions in first starters, and the GSR Plus, the complete profile of the pedigree of the horse for each distance and surface. In race 1, 2 and 1 are the top picks here, and see the win percentage between 2 and 1 are the top ones, and you have 4 and 5, and then the 6 very close, these 3. These 2 are at the top. So I believe that 2 and 1, they have a good chance, but you can't ignore, I put 5 here, it's 6, sorry. It's 6, Prince of Truth. Good competitive level, and the GSR is going up dramatically, 10 to 1 in the money line. For the 6, this long shot, you need to consider this horse seriously. In race 2, 1, the 2 horses of this number 1, they need to be used. Apparently, they are going to be deciding the race together. They have 44% to win, more than the number 6, that is the top win percentage. Obviously, the 6 is the main enemy of the number 1 and 1A, and you have the number 3 as another option. I was checking the horses. This coming from a weak performance. The number 3 is a horse that has a good chance to win, and you need to consider this seriously. In race number 3, as you see, 3 and 1 are the top picks, and the 2 is the long shot, is the Victory Ride Stakes, and these 2 have the higher win percentage. The number 1 has the top GSR for the race, but at this distance, probably is not going to be a deciding metric, in my opinion. What is going to be decided is competitive level and the form of the horses. The number 4 with Gerardo Ortiz is coming from 3 victories in a row. In the last one, defeated the number 1, and that was the favorite, and was defeated by the number 4. And it's a tough cookie because that victory was at Saratoga. Now, obviously, the number 1 is an option that you could consider, but I like the number 3 a lot. It's almost undefeated, only 1 defeat, and was a bad break that day. When this horse has a good start, is going to be a very difficult task to defeat him. So the number 3, the filly of George Arnold, is the top pick, in my opinion, for the main enemy. And then you have the number 1 that failed has favorite, and obviously could redeem herself in this opportunity. In race 4, 3 and 7 the picks, the 6 the long shot, 3 and 7 here at the top. I believe 3, 7, 7, 3 are the horses that you need to consider here. Check more detail to decide the order, but those 2 are there. And then you have the 2 and the 8, and both with opportunity. The number 2 lower SOR is coming for a good race. The 8 was pulled up last time out, but that was in January. Is coming with very good exercises and Flavien Prat aboard. So the number 8 is dropping class and will improve. Fair option. In race 5, 5 and 1 are the picks, and the race is very equalized. As you see, the number 3 is the long shot. 10 to 1 in the morning line, and 20% to win. Too many metrics pointing that this horse could get the victory here. So it's going back to dirt. Oh, I believe this horse could upset the race. So consider this horse, but the number 5 obviously is coming from a strong victory. It's going up in class, but it's the top pick. The number 1, second pick here, running against better competition, drop in class, will improve, could win. And the number 7, because as you see, the 4, the 2, the 7, the 6, they have similar win percentage, but I selected the 7 because the SOR is higher, and I believe Miss American Pie could improve on dirt because this race on turf was not her best fit because the pedigree, but on dirt she's other stuff. So the number 7, 1, 5, and 3 are the picks that I believe you need to use. In race 6, 2 and 3 are the picks. The number 8 is the long shot. It's a tough race. First starters mixed with horses with very limited experience running. So this number 2, obviously top win percentage, top pick, a horse that you need to use, or from Danny Gargan is not too effective first time out, but the metrics are pointing that this filly from Authentic has a chance now. I will say this, the number 9, 2 by 2 by 2, she's a Rock Your World. I have seen this tendency of this progeny of Rock Your World to be precautious, like their father, and they have a speed. So Brad Cox, Manny Franco, I believe you need to use this 2 by 2 by 2. So I use her as my top pick. Obviously, the 2 has a shot. The number 3, Sano, moved this horse from Gulfstream to Saratoga. Second time out, will improve. Practical Joe, Junior Alvarado aboard, good signs. And the number 7, Pam Pam, Ira Ortiz aboard. The pedigree, but the distance short is not going to be deciding, but working well. So it's a very tough race. In race 7, 3 and 2 are the picks. The one is the long shot, and this long shot, 12 to 1 in the morning line. Johnny B aboard, and everything is right with this horse. Could upset the race easily. So it has no victory at the distance, but check. The number 3 is 9-year-old, and it's going back to turf, and he's sharp. So I put this horse between the picks and among the picks, and it's the top pick here. The number 5, ignore this race on a mile. On this short distance, Dr. Jeff has a better opportunity. Luis Saez, not the horse. And the number 2 is running well, but the shortening distance, he's shortening distance, and I don't know if he will have enough speed to close in time. So Javier Castellón will do his best, but I believe the number 1 has a good chance to upset the race. So 1, 3, 5, 2, the race is tough. In race number 8 is the Wild Applause Stakes, and 5 and 6 are the picks, and the number 1 is the long shot. This powerful pedigree highlights for me, and Lavender Disaster is not at the top here, but is coming from a strong victory. And Chad Brown has another horse here that is the number 6. First time with Chad Brown from the Brendan Walsh initial training. Obviously, with Prado has a good opportunity. I prefer the 7 with Ira Ortiz because this pedigree is saying me that this horse is going to point very high. So I will insist with this horse. Obviously, the 5 is the top pick here. The win percentage has tactical speed. She's good, but I believe maybe the 7 is going to be in another level very soon. The 6 is another option. It's going up in class, but with a good opportunity. 7, 5, 6, and the 2. Good fare last time out. We'll try to close an option from Cherry the Ball barn. In race number 9, 5 and 4, the pick, the 7 is the long shot. 5, very good win percentage, tactical speed. The GSR goes up at the distance. Ira Ortiz aboard. The number 5 is tough here. The number 4, only 6% to win, is the second pick. This low win percentage, what it's telling me is the horse obviously is here. It has a shot, has a good pedigree, one of the top one of the race, but this win percentage telling me is equalized with other horses, so consider him. But the number 5, for example, is a better option for sure. So 5-4, and then you have 1 and 7. And I picked these horses because the 1 is coming back, a horse that has a good opportunity at the distance, and the number 8 is coming from a weak performance last time out, and the 7 has the top gesture of the race. It's going up in class, it's true, but the horse is sharp and was running very well before this last race in a lower level, in similar levels, and is an upset possibility. So 1-7-7-5-7-1 has the first option in race 10. 3 and 10 are the top picks, and the 5 is the long shot. See the win percentage completely equalized between these 6 horses. So I believe the 10 obviously is at the top. You need to use him. The number 3 has a good opportunity. And then you have the number 1, the number 8, the number 2, the number 5. The 5 is the long shot of the system. It's coming from a strong victory. Javier Castellano aboard, has everything right. This night with Philly to look for the victory. The number 2 is coming from a victory in a lower level. It has no tactical speed. Maybe it's the weak win percentage of all these 6. Now the number 8 ran good last time out and could improve, was running well at Europe. And the number 1, Beyond Lucky, is coming from a good victory, but from a good second place, I meant, but has a speed. But see, the number 6 will challenge her. The number 5 that did the long shot will be pressing 2, has a better money line. The number 10, the number 8, and the number 3 will be stocking and will be closest. So that is the reason that I prefer to use 3, 10, 5, 8. I believe the number 1 will be a victim of this pace scenario. In race number 11, 2 and 9 are the top picks. The 7 is the long shot. I like this long shot with this powerful pedigree. Running 2 times very well, has tactical speed, will go to the lead, and is going to be fighting the number 10 and the number 5 enemy. But I like the chances of the number 7 with this very good pedigree. Now we have the number 9, Chad Brown with Flavien Prat, the excellent debut, and is the horse to beat, by the way. So the number 9 here. The number 2, the G-Star is a bit lower. Ran decently at her debut, then 5th in the US. Falcon Jr. is effective when the horse is back. So I will use the horse as a fair offer option with the 5, Key Actress. Ran good, has a tactical speed, Castellanos or William Mott. And I believe that, and I leave out this first starter without this because the pedigree is very low. And if you have other horse at the barn, Chad Brown with this power pedigree and Flavien Prat aboard, so I prefer the number 9 and taking the risk of leaving out the number 6 with Irad and using 9, 7 the enemy, and the other option is to 5-5-2. That is my opinion. Good luck with your bet at Saratoga on Thursday.